Our guest today is someone that most of you should know if you pay any attention to politics in the state of Minnesota, Dr. Scott Jensen, who is running for governor of Minnesota. Welcome to the podcast. How you doing, Scott?
It's great to be here. Thanks so much, AK, and thanks, Jai, for letting me be on.
One of the big things was basically your stance on abortion. So I just want to take just a little bit of time to kind of have that conversation about, you know, how things got so twisted and how things got put in a place that aren't actually true to the values that you hold.
Certainly, there's been a big effort to put me out there as some real extreme guy. And that's sort of funny because in my everyday life as a family doctor, I think that's probably sort of the opposite of what people would consider me to be. I think they think that I'm a pretty calm, measured individual. And I think that when I was honored to be the Family Doctor of the Year in Minnesota in 2016, I think a lot of people congratulated me on being someone who maintained equanimity and things like that. In terms of me being extreme, politically, I understand why the liberals are trying to do that. That's probably one of their best strategies.
The only thing they really got, to be honest.
The context really does matter. And so I think a lot of my words have been twisted, not just taking 7 words out of a 15-minute speech. That would be taking it out of context, because I know that many of the conversations where I've been quoted, I thought we were talking about viable pregnancies. Mm-hmm. And I thought that pretty typically means somewhere past 24 weeks. And I did make comments that I think something like 2/3 of Minnesotans have indicated that they would not want elective abortions in the 3rd trimester. Mm-hmm. So I realized that I probably had been thinking more as a doctor and as someone who takes care of patients and has delivered babies. But in the political world, there are certain things you're supposed to articulate or say, and rape and incest were 2 of them. So I did clarify, and I actually went further than that and said, well, it's not just rape and incest. It would be a variety of healthcare problems, to be sure. There's so many things that I never thought that it would be wise to try to articulate an extensive list. And so to me, I think the best approach there is to always deal with the mom. As a pro-life person, I want to be more than simply against something. I want to be for something. Yeah. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for the pro-life movement to say, let's go out there and let's really stand side by side with women. Why don't we do what a lot of countries in Europe do and have birth control pills over the counter? Let's not mandate that in order for a woman to get another year's worth of birth control prescription, they have to go in and spend $300 or $400 on a physical and a pap smear, which if you look at the medical literature, provides very little benefit for the woman. And that's why in Europe, birth control pills are over the counter. We should put a ceiling cap on the price, maybe $10 a month. But the idea that a woman has to go out there and try to scrape together $90 in order to get their monthly pack or whatever they have to pay, I don't think that's fair. And I think that this should be a societal responsibility. And I would love to have, if a person wants to go the way of adoption, streamline adoption and have a $2,500 tax credit for adoption. I think we need to do more for women in a real way. I don't know why we wouldn't have the morning after pill in every medicine cabinet.